Hello, my fellow ascenders. Well, today's day 17. It's time to break my fast, so I've got some food finishing up on the stove there. So I wanted to talk real quick about how I look in the mirror almost daily, or really daily, and some days I feel like there's a difference. Some days I don't. I think I buy dysmorphia because I check my chest a lot, and I was bullied a lot about it. Women would say, girls, I should say, would say I need to wear a bra, and they would say that publicly in front of people just to make them laugh. And there'd be a small crowd of students, and girls would say that. They'd call it out, and the staff made it perfectly clear by not doing anything that I was acceptable. But that's a digression. So basically, some days I feel like there's a difference. Some days I feel like there isn't, so it feels like a discouragement. I feel like I'm discouraged from keeping trying because I feel like it's not working. But I keep going because I decided to be brave. I'm being brave, and I'm going to keep trying, even though it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't seem like it's working some days. The scale said my weight's not changing very much. It's going up and down. It goes up and down a little bit, but it's not really changing much. However, I have put on more muscle. I can see that in the mirror. I can feel that when I flex my muscles, when I put my hand on that area and flex. I have noticed that mostly my back and my chest and a little bit on my shoulders have increased in muscle mass, so that helps and makes me feel more assured that just because the scale's not going down, my muscles have been increasing in size, so that would explain why the scale's not going down and why it looks like I'm losing weight. And my belt is still a little loose. It's not going down that much, but I guess what happens when you lose weight is you lose quite a bit at first, then it starts slowing down. So it's not going up, and it is getting a little bit looser more often. So yeah, it looks like I'm still progressing, although it is slow. So it's hard to be encouraged on myself. It's really hard, but I'm going to keep going. That's where I'm at right now. And I want to let you know, because this series and this channel, I want to show you that, I'm human, I'm struggling. You're going to see where I'm not strong. You're going to see that, my failures, because, I'm human. I'm going to fail sometimes. I'm going to struggle at times, and there are going to be times I'm not completely successful. And there may be a day I'm not successful, but I'm going to give my all to be successful. And you're going to see that, and I just feel like, that's important, because you don't really see that with success stories. With success stories, you only hear about the success. You only hear about how, they succeeded. You don't hear about the times they failed. You don't hear about the times they felt like giving up. But with this series, with my channel, you're going to see all the times I've struggled. You're going to see the times I failed. You're going to see the times where, there weren't really too good of, there weren't really good results. And I think that's important. If I'm going to inspire people, they're going to have to see, I'm not just some superhuman. I'm not a superhero. I'm not, perfect. You're going to see, I'm struggling. And I'm going to keep going. And I'm hoping people will be able to relate to that. Really understanding, there's a lot of work involved. And when you see these transformations and things on YouTube, you see that, they did such a great thing in such a short amount of time. They're not really showing the work they did and how hard it was. And that is misleading, and most people can't do that because of time constraints or willpower. And I'm showing you, hey, I work 2 jobs. I'm working 40 hours a week, maybe a little bit more sometimes. I've got social obligations. I've got disabilities. I've got mental issues. And I also am weighing almost 300 pounds. But, I'm still working hard, and you're going to see that even with my detriments, even with my obstacles, I'm still doing what I can. So I'm donating what time I have. I'm still having fun. I'm being realistic, honestly. I'm doing what people can do instead of what people, would be unrealistic expectations where you're basically sacrificing so much of your life to, a goal. It's like, not everyone has a lot of time, and not everyone has a lot of money to really go and spend a lot of money on a perfect diet or a personal trainer. I'm showing you, I'm not using a personal trainer. I'm not using the gym. I'm just using what I have at home. I've got a 5 pound pair of dumbbells that I've got for my shoulders, and that's what I'm using right now, besides body weight. So this is stuff you can pick up on your own real easy, so that you can also follow what I'm doing, and you can also change what you look like. You can change your life. I'm using drops, which is, I'm going to have to pay for it, but that's just what's working for me. You don't have to use drops. You can use a different language program that could be free. You could go to the library, get programs there. Heck, you could go to YouTube and, read or watch videos on the language that you want to learn, but you're going to have to, invest in a notebook and a pen or pencil and write notes. You're going to have to drill yourself, and you're going to have to take the time to study. And yeah, I'm not doing much time every day, but I'm slowly building up. And there are free apps on Google Play. I mean, there's 5,000 words in various languages. So it's like 5,000 words in Spanish, 5,000 words in Italian, 5,000 words in Korean. Those are free. Yeah, you have to see ads, but those are free. There are programs that are free. And, there are, depending on where you go, there are people in cities who, a lot of times, if you really try and reach out to them, they may be willing to teach you their language if you really are interested, and they will do it for free. You might have to eat out sometime to study with them. That's a little bit of money. It may simply be a coffee, which could be, $1 at McDonald's, or $2 if you want to buy it for them, or, $5 for a meal, or, maybe they'll come to your apartment, or you'll go to their house. You have to do what you can do, and it's about sacrificing time, and you're going to have to improve, and you're going to have to do what you have to do. And I'm showing you, hey, I've got, I don't have kids, so, I don't have that responsibility. I'm an incel, I don't have kids, but I'm still working on improving myself. I have a girlfriend, so I have the obligation, but I've got D&D, so I still go out and have fun with people, and I have some trouble with money, but I'm also learning to save. So you're going to see where, I'm struggling, but you're also going to see where I'm succeeding, and you're going to see that, I'm just some guy who may not have all the time in the world, and I may not have all the willpower in the world, but I'm doing a little bit each day, and eventually I'm going to be doing more and more and more, and you're going to see that this is something you can do too, and it's a realistic goal.